Well, hello internets, here we are with a little bit of an idea floating around in my head. Something that I've experienced since putting myself back online. I guess, well, it kinda is what it is, and around we go. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we are. Meeting somebody after a certain age is not an easy task. When you are younger, you have your whole life ahead of you. The whole world is open to virtually any possibility. When you're young enough, you can do almost anything. The employers are there wanting to hire you. They're looking for somebody that is young, somebody willing to do virtually anything the employer has to say without question, willing to work their way up into the company and keep on the good side of the boss. As you go through life, you learn things, and you sometimes learn things the hard way, of course, not the easy way. And when you learn things the hard way, sometimes they affect your life to the point where putting yourself back online and trying to meet somebody is a struggle. Every person that you see online is not the person you're looking for. Every person you see online, they're trying to be somebody that you're not looking for. They're trying to be something that they're not. And when that happens, you end up, going through the whole catalog, per se, whatever you want to call the online menu is, and not coming out with anybody that is worth your time to waste pursuing. Most of the people online, they're using filters to make themselves look younger. Most of the people online, they're hiding from their past. They're wishing they were, 21 again or 25 again before they got married and had 4 kids, and now they're divorced with debt and all that wonderful stuff that comes with, well, living in this world. Some people I've noticed online, they seem to use photos that are aged, like old, from their graduation or from a friend's wedding or whatever it is, from a previous Christmas party like 4 years earlier, before they had gained that extra COVID weight that everybody seemed to have put on. And now they're online here, they're using these aged photos from a previous event, essentially, if you want to say, catfishing you, because when you meet them, they don't look anything like they did when they were 25 in their graduation photo or whatever that photo was. They don't really look like they do under that ton of makeup they had on at their friend's wedding in the fancy dress and all that. And I understand, we all have things of our past. We've all collected scars. We've all collected crow's feet from the stress. Some of us aren't quite as young and beautiful or handsome, or however you want to put it, looking like we once were. Life has took a beating on us, However, when you misrepresent yourself at the start of a potential relationship, then is that even a good way to start a relationship? Basically lying before you even get started. I know looks aren't everything. I know looks are kind of something that changes with time. For me, I've never really been one to fall for the looks of a person. I have a particular set of things, my checklist that I go for, and And women nowadays don't really seem to meet that checklist. My checklist really hasn't changed. I'm willing to accept kids. Even though I've never had kids of my own, I'm willing to accept other people's kids. I'm willing to accept divorce, which apparently to some people, divorce is like the ultimate sin kind of a thing. I'm willing to accept, gray hair and crow's feet because, well, that's a part of life. I'm willing to work with a person because I believe that a person, what is important is truly what's on the inside, not these superficial things that many people seem to value nowadays. They take their fancy photos, even if they're professional quality photos with their professional dresses and makeup and all that, but really that's not who they are every day. That is not who they what they represent, because that is a reality that they had created for like I said, an event of the past. Finally, you do, I don't know, out of the blue somebody messages you, and you get talking, and they're from somewhere that you were always taught to stay away from the people from there because, well, it never turns out okay for anybody that lives in the location that I live in to be acquainted with anybody from there. So you try to put aside past present prejudices and past teachings, and you start talking with this person, and they challenge your thoughts, they challenge your way of thinking, they challenge your way of living the way you were told. They even challenge your misconceptions of these people because you were always told and taught by people around you to stay away from these kind of people. Because they were raised in a different area of Canada, a different province, they have different points of views. Different points of views on whether it's political things or different points of views on people, different points of views on whatever, because they weren't raised in this area, so they've never had to live with what happens and what we've had to put up with. Sometimes you have to have a willingness to disagree because your thoughts and opinions are different from their thoughts and opinions, and because of everything the way they are, and the fact that they have lived well over 40 some years of their lives with these thoughts and opinions, sometimes you just have to agree to disagree because you can't change the way a person thinks or the way they feel. Sometimes you learn things from these people. You kind of expands your points of view. It expands the misconceptions and the thoughts that you were always told growing up. So you try to give this person or these people the benefit of your doubt, and work with them. Try to hopefully they're doing the same thing to you, trying to work through misconceptions of people out west and things like that. And really, in a way, it actually makes you feel good because you're out there, you're socializing with somebody that is real. You've met a real person and not a computer program. You're out there having coffee or walk in the park, or even trying to look at Christmas lights on your good days. And you're spending time with an actual person and not your dog that is not really much for conversations. As much as I try, she doesn't really respond as a person does. So when you meet another person, it's kind of nice to talk, and with everything being closed the way it is, there's no coffee shops to attend, there's no grocery stores to go and wander around and talk to people, because everybody seems to avoid you because it's like you're contagious, or you got something wrong with you, or you got lime green skin and they think they're gonna take you back to your home planet or something. It's kind of one of those things that when you reach a certain age, where do you meet people? You know, I've met people in church, and they've been just as screwed up, if not more, sometimes, than the people that I've met out of church. I've met people at work, and yeah, that was a mistake. Never date a coworker. I've met people through friends, hey, I think you should go out with this friend, when really you weren't interested in their friend, you're actually interested in you or them, and that was why you went there to begin with, but they pawned you off on their friend. And yeah, that was a wasted, couple of years. But, if you never try, you'll never succeed. If you never experience heartbreak or letdown or disappointment, you will never win. If you never put yourself out of your comfort zone, you'll always live in your little bubble for the rest of your life. And one day when the time runs out, you'll have nothing but regrets, because you never did take that chance and find somebody for the last 15, 20 years of your life. Just a little bit of an idea, a couple of thoughts that I had rolling around in my head. I guess, put them on the old vlog here, see what happens. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.